Today I'm going to be showing you how to remove the Auto Fuel Petcock from your Honda Shadow VT600. And this is a component that was only on the bikes from '99 to '07. That's on a single carb bike only. And the Auto Fuel Petcock is a government mandated component that Honda has to have on their bikes in order to put a bike on the road. What it basically was supposed to do, which it doesn't do anymore, was shut the fuel flow off in the event that the bike laid down on the ground and the motor stopped. So it is a vacuum operated fuel shutoff switch. But it has been recalled. So I'm going to show you how to get rid of it. I use a long extension, 8mm socket, 1/4-inch drive ratchet, an 8mm combo wrench, 3mm Allen key to install the AFP plug, and a Phillips screwdriver. So once you remove the cover from this little point here, you're going to see this bracket, and down below you will find your idle adjustment, which connects to the carb underneath here, and you're going to get your choke knob right here. You can pull both those off. This nipple is going to connect to your gas tank, and this nipple is connected to your carburetor. The AFP has a vacuum line on the back side, which is connected to the rear cylinder to generate vacuum to open this valve. And you're going to remove the whole assembly with these two bolts that are going to require an 8mm socket. So now that we're on the back side of the Auto Fuel Petcock here, you can actually see what I'm going to be doing. You're looking down right now between the dual backbones of the VT600. First step is to remove this vacuum line. You're just going to pull it off. It should come off very easily. Put that aside, and you're going to get an 8mm socket and remove these two bolts. Now that you've removed the AFP and this whole bracket, you have two options. One, you can either put the bracket back on the bike, mount it to the intake manifold, and still have a place to mount your idle adjustment and your choke, or you can leave it off and get creative and make a new mount for your idle and choke. Now I'm going to show you how to remove the AFP from the bracket and reinstall this bracket back on the bike. You're going to unscrew two little bolts. The AFP will now separate from the bracket. Now that we've removed the bracket here, we're going to take the hose off this little tiny nipple on the rear cylinder. And it comes off super easy. You just pull and it pops right off. So now that you've removed the hose, you're going to pull this little nipple out and you're going to get a wrench and unscrew it. And that should be good. And this is what's going to come out of it. You don't need this anymore. I'm going to set that aside. And we are going to use one of our AFP plugs. It's a little stainless bolt that's a specific length so it doesn't go too far into the intake here. Put that in the end of the Allen key and thread it in. And put the Allen key in here and snug it up. Now you've plugged the vacuum port for the AFP with our AFP plug. Super duper simple. Next thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to reinstall the bracket on top of the intake manifold if you choose to do so. If you choose not to do so, you'll need to find a place to mount your idle control and your choke. So now we are going to take the bracket that the AFP was mounted to, the also known as completely useless crap, and we're going to put it back on the intake manifold. You're going to basically reverse how you took it off. Sometimes I wonder why I need to explain these things, but I forget that not everybody has the same experience with tools or bikes, and there was a time when I didn't know any of this. So as simple as it may seem to some of you out there, there's a lot of folks out there who do not know any of this. And just like that, we've put the bracket back on the bike. So now I'm going to put the forced crucible plate back on here. And you have removed your Auto Fuel Petcock, which is a recalled part from your Honda Shadow VT600, also known as a VLX 600. This whole operation really only applies to the years from '99 to '07 or single carbed VT600s. And that is how you remove the AFP from your Honda Shadow VT600. If you guys enjoyed this video, please click the like button, and if you want to see more of this stuff, definitely subscribe to the channel. I will be doing more of these videos. I try and do them as often as I possibly can. If you have any questions, leave me a question in the comments. I love to hear feedback from you guys, and until next time, do fun shit. Fuck you.